Hello everyone and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I'm of course your host Aaron, and today we are going to go over some exclusive Funko Pops that Funko dropped today. There are a ton, and we are not going to go over every single one of them, but let's get rolling with a fresh edition of this guy right here, Aaron. So today was an exciting day for sports, maybe people who like Wizard of Oz, and of course anime fans of One Piece, as they dropped a slew of new products that are coming out in the next coming months, which I believe is June. I think June's the release date. They also released some pops from Invincible. They have some Omni-Man and the Sun Mark getting beat up. They're pretty cool. If you haven't checked out Invincible, I believe it is a show on Netflix. It's pretty husky. It's based off a comic book. A lot of good fight scenes. Very, very, very brutal. A lot of blood. A lot of guts. So check it out. And like I said, they released a couple Wizard of Oz Funko Pops. They are a lot different from their former release, I think back a couple of years ago, maybe in 2017. The shapes and sizes of the heads and the looks upon the Funko Pops are completely different. So go take a look if you're a Wizard of Oz fan. And of course, they dropped a bunch of sports products from MLB. That's that little sport you call baseball. Yeah, you hit it with a bat and the ball. They released about, let's see, 6 new ones. I have no idea what teams are or who they are. I didn't look too much into it. I don't collect sports Funko Pops. Maybe you do, and maybe they're popular because, I don't know. I really don't hear a lot about sports Funko Pops. But the ones we really want to get into are the anime ones for One Piece. They released 4 new One Piece Funko Pops that are coming out in June. Before we get into it, let's just name what they are. You got 5th Gear Luffy, you have Katakuri, you have Kaido in beast form, and you also have Carrot. Now, Carrot did come out with a Funko Shop exclusive that glowed in the dark. Sorry about that. And now they're coming out with the common version, which isn't a store exclusive. I think what they should have done, as I mentioned before, is Carrot should have been the common, and the Shulong form of Carrot should have been the chase. They really screwed up there. And then you have Katakuri, who, of course, has the Moki Moki fruit, who fought Luffy on Whole Cake Island. He looked really husky, and at the time when they did drop, I was trying to buy them off Amazon. Normally, I try to get my Funko Pops off Amazon, since GameStop, I think, is a piece of shit. Entertainment Earth sends their Funko Pops damaged, and I gotta send them back. I really don't trust Chalice Collectibles because they just take too long, and the shipping and handling is awful. And First Form Collectibles, let's not even talk about that. But I tried to get them off Amazon, and at first when I tried to get all 4 of them, Luffy was, of course, sold out, unavailable, and Kaido was sold out, unavailable, so I was like, shit. And then when I tried to get Carrot and Katakuri, of course, they were sold out as well. Well, Carrot I could get, and then Katakuri, I got lucky and I got him. I guess maybe someone canceled their order. But Luffy 5th Gear did come with a chase. People were freaking out that doesn't have a mouth on it, that only his arms glowed in the dark, which I can understand. If you're going to get a chase Funko Pop, you're expecting it to be a lot more of a design than the common version, and when you're just giving it glowing arms and technically no mouth, it's kind of a letdown. They do have the common and chase bundles on all those sites that I mentioned before. However, like I said, I am not going to get them. Now, I do have to get them because I want them to complete my One Piece set. So let's just go into them a little bit, and we'll talk about which ones I find are cool and which ones I think are meh. Now, a lot of people are going crazy about this Kaido in beast form, his Zoan form, or whatever. He looks good, but the color just, to me, seems a little bit off. They're using like a shade of blue that just doesn't mesh well. Yes, I do like the design with the horns and the armor. I do think that his baton should be a little bit bigger. The one that he does like the big slams and the lightning shit for. Could be a little cooler. It is a 6-inch Funko Pop, so it's going to be a little bigger than your normal 4 inches. And it is only a matter of time before they come out with his dragon form, which is probably going to be a 10-inch. Which they should make that a 10-inch Funko Pop and not a 6-inch. Carrot, she looking alright. She looks like her regular form. She has a little hat on. Not really anything special about that. Katakuri, of course, he looks the same as the anime. I think they did a really good job on the detail. The scarf around his neck. They could have also made a chase version of that with his jaw, without the thing around his mouth, the cloth, and had his jaw come out where he, fought Luffy at the end. And he was like, basically, I don't give a shit what people make fun of me because I have a big mouth and I'm weird, blah, 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 blah. And then we got to jump to this 5th Gear Luffy. Now, the 5th Gear Luffy is the first one of its kind. It's the first 5th Gear Luffy Funko Pop they have out. So they're probably just doing a little testing of the waters, whether or not they can get away with doing a shitty version or a better version. Now, for me, I think that they should have come out with the mouth on it. Yes, I've read a lot of people on Instagram and, Twitter or X, whatever the hell you want to call it nowadays, that Funko really doesn't put mouths on Funko Pops. They put one on Eustace Kid. So if they can put one on Eustace Kid, I think they could have thrown one on 5th Gear Luffy. And the fact that 5th Gear Luffy was such an iconic moment, and people were boasting how it was even better than the Super Saiyan moment, which it was not better than Goku turning Super Saiyan. You just have a lot more avenues for anime these days, and that's why viewership went up. So don't tell me that 5th Gear Luffy blew the internet up. You can eat shit, because if Super Saiyan Goku turned Super Saiyan, or Dragon Ball Z was fresh and new, and had all this technology, that would never have been beaten. That's just my 2 cents. I know I just went off on a tangent, but you know me, I like to go off on my tangents. But like I mentioned before, I was only able to score 2 of these Funko Pops, which was the Carrot and Katakuri. I did think about buying the Luffy and the Luffy Chase from another site, but I said to myself, listen, I know other people that I can probably get this from eventually once they drop, like my buddy Gregory. I can also hit up my buddy at Upper Top Shelf Collectibles. Sorry I said your name wrong. I see you on Instagram all the time. It's just whoosh, right over my head. I'll hit you guys up and see if you guys can get me the bundle. I trust you guys more than all these other sites. And like I said, you got till June. Now, I don't know if any of you guys went after these One Piece Funko Pops. If you did, please leave down in the comments whether you were successful or not. I would love to know. But I will tell you that yesterday on X or Twitter, they put a post out that 5th Gear Luffy was dropping at 12 o'clock. So, of course, I set my alarm. I postponed myself from going to the gym. It was my off day today, and I did not get it. So, it was a little bit of a disappointment, but it made up because I went over to the gyro cart, and I picked up a gyro, and it was delicious. So, I'm full. I'm happy that I got at least 2 out of the 5 Funko Pops that were released. And just to go through them once again, because we got to give these bad boys an up or a down. Real fast, the sports ones, I don't really collect them. You are getting it down. I don't recognize any of you guys. I'm trying to look if I can see any. No, I don't know any of these people. I don't even watch baseball. So I'm going to go over that. The Wizard of Oz Funko Pops. Oh, look, I'm sorry. There is a Dorothy that's going to be an exclusive to the Funko Pop website. And it also looks like they're coming out with one of the monkeys, with the wings. He's also an exclusive somewhere. You are still getting it down. I really don't care about the Wizard of Oz. Back in the day, it was aight, but nowadays I'm just like, meh, who cares? And then the One Piece Funko Pops, you are definitely all going to get an up. Not just because I love One Piece. I think the Funko Pops have a lot of detail on them, minus the Carrot, and maybe, the Kaido could have looked a little bit better. And the 5th Gear Luffy is a little bit blah. I still got to get him. I still got to pick him up. My name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me with 8 Minutes Later. I will see you next time when we discuss more things. Get to the rest of this Eustace Kid Funko Pop box because this sumbitch, secret, came in damaged. I will see you later. Bye.